This video is all about how to win the bid on a house, even if there are multiple offers from other home buyers. Hey, the way I see it, somebody's got to win the bidding war. Might as well be you. Now be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to share a bonus tip with you that happens to be my very favorite tool for helping my buyers win the bid in a bidding war when there are multiple offers on a house. This one doesn't cost a dime. So this is one of those secrets that you're going to want to get in on and learn all the details of how to go about making sure that this little secret is applied to your offer. Now I'm going to give you some great tips on how to do this today. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button below. That way you'll get tips and tricks that'll help you with your home buying process here in the greater Phoenix area. Okay, number one, pre-approval versus pre-qualified. This is a biggie because everybody who's out home shopping has to present something that demonstrates their ability to buy. And savvy home sellers know the difference. That's why we're going to make sure that you're pre-approved up front, so when we present your offer, you're in a better place in that seller's mind. Next thing you can do when bidding on a house is increase your earnest money deposit. This is a really good thing to do. All it does is show the seller that you're really serious, more serious than someone who has an earnest deposit that is less than yours. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't increase your out-of-pocket cost at all because it's just a portion of the down payment that your loan requires anyhow. Now, another thing you can do to strengthen your offer is to remove the financing contingency from your offer altogether. Now, this contingency is baked into the contract for your protection, but if you're confident in your supreme ability to cross the finish line and get the loan done, then you can do this carefully. Just make sure you're working with a lender who can get you fully pre-approved before you write the offer. That way you can be more confident in your ability to get this done. Here's something else you can do. You can abbreviate your inspection period. This is an easy way to make your offer stand out a little bit. Typically, you're going to have a 10-day inspection period, but if you're confident you can get it done in 5 or 6 or 4 days, why not do that? You could also remove your right to an inspection entirely. Now, if you're looking at an older home that needs a lot of repairs and you're uncomfortable moving forward, then I wouldn't recommend doing that. On the other hand, if you've got a house that's been entirely remodeled or it was recently rebuilt, maybe, just maybe, based on what you saw when you walked through the home, you could take that risk of not having a home inspection. Remember, it's a risk for sure, but you could do that and absolutely that'll get noticed when the seller is reviewing your offer and comparing it to others that he has on the table. If you really want to get the seller's attention, why not increase your down payment? If your offer has 20% down and the competitor's offer has 5% down and everything else is equal, which one do you think is going to stand out in the seller's eyes? Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Something else you can do is write in an escalation clause into your offer. Here's how those work. Typically, an escalation clause tells the seller that you're willing to increase the offer that you've made by X number of dollars up to a certain amount if you have competing offers that are at or above your offer. This really helps make your offer stronger than any competitors, and it gives you the safety of starting out with the offer you feel comfortable about while putting a cap or a ceiling on how high you're willing to go on that house. Here's something you can do that won't cost you 1 extra cent when you're competing to buy a home. Have your agent talk to the listing agent and see if that seller has a special close of escrow date that would really help accommodate them and make things easier on them. For example, if they are being transferred to a new job out of town and they need 45 days to get out of the house instead of the traditional 30 days or so, write that into your original offer so that it doesn't have to get negotiated later. They'll like that. That's one simple thing you can do to strengthen your offer when you know there's going to be a bidding war. Okay, time for that bonus I was talking about at the beginning of this video in order to strengthen your offer in the seller's eyes big time if you know there's going to be a bidding war. It's writing a letter to the seller. I know, it sounds old-fashioned. It sounds so 20 years ago, but it's not. Here's what you do when you're going through the house and you know you like it. Pay attention to what you see in the house. See what you might have in common with that seller. Do they have kids? Do they have any trophies laying around? Do they have photographs of certain events that demonstrate that you might have something in common with them? Maybe you notice that there's a golf bag in the garage. When you tour the home, you might notice that the wife has lots of beautiful clothes in the closet and she really takes great care of them. Maybe she has a big shoe collection or a purse collection. These are things that will strengthen your letter when you go to write it later on. You might see a community placard on the wall or something that demonstrates their involvement in a certain kind of club. These are the little things you can take with you so that when you craft your offer, you can reflect the things that you have in common with that seller. Sellers love it when they know that the home that they've enjoyed living in, that they've built memories in, is going to be passed along to somebody who has something in common with them. So make sure to draft a letter that reflects those things. Make sure to include a photograph of you and your family at your best in order to give the seller something to connect with. Hey, I got something for you. Check out my Homebuyer Guide playlist right here. And thanks again for watching my video, How to Win the Bid on a House, even if there are multiple offers from other home buyers. See ya.